I genuinely have no idea how the Thunder won this game. They attempted 17 threes this entire game to Indiana's 36. That's unheard of. And they only made three. The Thunder shot 17% from three in a NBA Finals game on the road, and they walked out with a victory. And there's a couple reasons why, and we're going to get into it. Number one, I think the free throws they attempted played a huge role in winning this game, especially when you can't shoot from three. Only taking 17 threes, obviously. They shot 38 free throws, and I don't even mean that in like a, oh, the refs are bailing them out, like what's going on, like type situation. I don't tend to think that way about free throws. But 38 free throws is a lot, and that definitely played a role. I think they were attacking the hoop relentlessly. I think Jalen Williams played a huge part in this. He really looked comfortable finishing today. He had 27. He went 11 from 11 from the free throw line. And overall, I think the free throw, not necessarily free throw disparity, but the fact that the Thunder were able to effectively drive to the hoop like that and get calls would be very encouraging for players like Jalen Williams for the rest of the series. I also think the rebound battle played a huge role in this game. I think Chet being able to grab 15 of his own was huge. They won the rebound battle by 10, and they usually struggle to do that. The Thunder usually they struggle to box out. They give up a lot of offensive rebounds, but this game they were actually the ones leading in offensive rebounds. Chet had some clutch putbacks in the fourth quarter off some missed threes by Shea, and I think the rebounding, especially in the fourth quarter, was really able to help them put them back into the game. And then really, there's not much more that can be said about Alex Caruso. He's just the best role player left in the playoffs. I think it's a tie between either him or Nemhard for me. He had 5 steals, 7 of 9 from the field, 20 points. He's been everything for the Thunder this entire playoff run. They would not be here without him. He makes timely shots. He forces timely turnovers. He's humongous. He's like a sixth starter off the bench, and in my opinion, he's better than Lou Dort. I would start Caruso over Dort, but they're obviously not going to do that for Game Five. But Caruso's been huge. Um, but yeah, this game I just can't even fathom how the Thunder even snuck out of it with the win, and it's huge for them. Tying the series at 2-2 is obviously better than going down 3-1, but you have to think about the game winner that Halliburton had. If he doesn't make that, this would already be a 2-1 series for the Thunder. So winning this game in clutch fashion like that and then being able to go back home for game 5, I mean, this was the series in my opinion. Like this game was the series. And if you ask me now who I think wins 2 out of 3 games with 2 home court games, it would be the Thunder winning the championship now. And it's just remarkable they were able to get in here and get it done after such a what looked like such a horrible start on the offensive end. Like in the first half, it looked like their offense without Shea on the floor was just trying to let J Dub cook as much as he could, but it looked really difficult. They turned the ball over quite a lot in the first half just because they couldn't even move the ball. They don't have an initiator off the bench. They have a lot of good guys off the bench, Case and Walls, Caruso, Wiggins. These are all great role players, but they don't have a ball handler. Even J Dub, he's not really a ball handler, creator, initiator of an offense. And when Shea's off the court and it's lineups of J Dub, iHeart, and the rest of the bench, it's really difficult to generate good offense that isn't just a J Dub contested midi or even a layup is hard to come by sometimes with that offense on the floor. And I think being able to survive those minutes was remarkable for them. I don't It looked really rough out there for the Thunder. Like it's hard to even describe how congested the offense looked, even with Shea on the court. It obviously got worse with Shea off the court, but Shea finished the game with 35 points and 0 assists. That has never happened this season. He has never had a game this entire season with 0 assists. And obviously that kind of correlates because 17 threes attempted, only 3 threes made. Obviously the point guard's not going to have that many assists, but 0 is shocking. And the reason is because he looked kind of he couldn't make the right reads out there. He wasn't kicking the ball out, spraying it to the corner like he used to. And once again, it seemed that Oklahoma City shooters were resistant to shoot, like they were too scared. They would always put the ball on the floor, not shoot the contested three or slightly contested three. And I feel like that's something the Pacers are willing to do. Like Aaron Neesmith, I feel like he'll shoot it no matter what. If you give it to him in his spot, he'll shoot it with a hand in his face. And I feel like the Oklahoma City shooters will only shoot comfortably if they're left wide open. And those looks didn't come today. And Shea didn't really find those reads either. So naturally, we're going to finish with low 3 point attempts and no assists for Shea, which all combines. Once again, how the hell did the Thunder even win this game? And I know I sound like a broken record, and if I were to really narrow down the reasons, it would be Jalen Williams as a whole scoring 27, being comfortable in ISO, because Shea really was struggling to even get the ball with Nemhard on him. We've seen this the whole series. He looks gassed out there by the third quarter. Like Nemhard's making life difficult. So being able to have Jada be comfortable in ISOs and get to the rim and draw free throws, that's definitely the reason they won the game. Number two, Chet Holmgren, his defense in the fourth quarter was insane. His rebounding was insane. 15 rebounds, a couple offensive rebound putbacks. That was huge. And then the timely buckets from Shea. He was not having a good game until the fourth quarter. He had a pull up three. He had a pull up midi to extend the lead to two to tie the game. I think his timely shot making down the stretch is also why they won. But from Indiana's side, I feel like they played as well as they could. I feel like this is a tough one to lose if I'm Indiana, and I think what we saw from Halliburton last game, the aggressiveness on the pull up three, that the pull up three wasn't there today, but he was playing really aggressive downhill in the fourth. He was getting buckets. I feel like this was just a really hard pill to swallow if I'm a Pacers fan, considering they outplayed them so well for the first 40-ish minutes of this game, and then the Thunder just surged and came back. They really just found a way. And to anyone that thinks this series wasn't going to be good or isn't watching, I mean, it's 2-2 now heading back to OKC. We've seen the games. They've all been relatively close. We've had a game winner. This is this is the best finals, I think, of the decade that I've witnessed. The most entertaining, at least. And I think it has a potential to finish at that, too. So I'm looking forward to game five. I have OKC in the series now, obviously. Well, not obviously, but you're not going to have me pick against the Thunder in 2 out of 3. So we'll see what happens in game five.